Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the Divisional Round of the NFL Playoffs. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. This forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Allen. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From midfield, here's Allen. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Hines. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, Hines. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they'll get this down to the 10. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On first down, Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert just beat the play clock. Dancing to his left. He's got room to run past the 20. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. They'll try the air now with Herbert, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his right. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Toward the corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. This is Hines. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. They run with Hines, and they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Now it's Hines. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head what to do next. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Hines. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Dolphins 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially, that's caught inside the 20. That's all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. They've got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Broncos. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Justin Herbert. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Second and 10. Again, Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And McManus able to put it through. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Herbert off of play action. He'll buy some time right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges for the remainder of this ballgame. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the left.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Going to throw. He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, Allen. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hines on the toss play. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Yards remaining on 2nd down. They run again with Hines. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
A gain of 17, but it brings up 3rd down.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run the counter. It's Hines. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The kick by McManus is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Then all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Sanders on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Allen off the play fake.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now the Dolphins Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen now on first down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Muscles him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Hines. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw there complete to Hamler.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Allen. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. They run the counter. It's Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Allen throwing And the out route incomplete. That's Sutton. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Allen. The quick slant caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
McManus's point after is good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Herbert to throw. Out to his left. And that's caught by Williams. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. One last throw here for Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?